All right, here we go. You know what? Let's play. Last time I played a Queen's Gambit Accepted, and we had a pretty interesting game. This time I'm gonna play a Queen's Gambit Declined, maybe. Interestingly, Pranav is not playing into it. I don't know what to do here. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna pretend like he already played. C4. There it is. But now his bishop is off this diagonal, so I could just take. And that's just a free pawn. It does give him a nice center pawn, though. So maybe I don't want to do that. If I do nothing, he can take, and I take. And then I just have two pawns in the center, which seems nice. Let's take it. Why not? See what happens. I guess we will play Queen's Gambit Accepted. So I'm also kind of threatening to take this pawn now. Like the whole point of the Queen's Gambit is that he's supposed to be able to play here and open up an attack on this pawn. But if he plays here, I'm just going to take this, right? And he can't take back, so that just seems good to me. Also, if he plays here, I can just take that. I guess he could play here. And then if takes, then takes. And then he has an isolated queen's pawn. Okay. No one ever takes that way. Well, I don't think I really can defend this pawn, right? Unless I do something weird like moving my knight here. Or like if I played queen here, but then I'm opening myself up to all kinds of discoveries. And if I play this, then he just takes that, so that's no good. So I think I'll just give him back that pawn and play here. And then let's bring my bishop here where it can defend the pawn. And I am ready to castle on my next move, which is good, because I want to get my king out of the center. I could try and kick his knight. Actually, that looks decent. It'll be forced to come back here. Can play here. That is kind of weakening, but especially along this diagonal. Because this knight is undefended. And I do not want to lose this rook again. Let's castle first, I think, and then after he plays here, I'll drop the bishop back and just be solid with my extra pawn. I think that's just better. What if after here, I played here, and then if takes, takes, and I do lose my dark squared bishop, but I have these really strong pawns. And if he drops the knight back here or here, then I can just drop my bishop back after that. That seems potentially decent. All right, do I want to go for that? It's interesting for sure. And that was kind of the whole point of playing the new opening, so let's go ahead and try it, see what happens. And by doing this and creating a lot of complications, it's making him run his clock down, which if we get into an endgame later, that'll be helpful. That's a good move. If I move here, then he's going to take, and then I can take, Yeah, I guess this wasn't good. It was too weakening because I can't defend this. What if I just come here, but that doesn't work because he just takes? I have no way of defending that knight. All right, I'm gonna take, I guess, this way, and then I'll move my queen in a second. Okay, where do I want to move it? He's gonna come here probably with check. And try and win the rook. So I guess I will come here. think his best move is to take this bishop. In which case I will play here. Yeah. Right, so now I'm threatening to win the knight. I'm assuming he's going to play here. He plays there instead. Okay, let's just move over here. I guess he's threatening to win that other pawn. So I could come here and I'm still defending. I'm still attacking the pawn, still defending my bishop, defending this other pawn, and I don't see anywhere dangerous for his knight to move. So let's come here. Unfortunately, my strategy of making things complicated has backfired because I'm actually the one who's down on time. Eventually, I'm going to try and play knight d5. That's a pretty juicy square for my knight. This isn't good. He can just play here and I'm pretty screwed. I guess if he does that, I can bring in one of the rooks. I'm not sure which one. Okay, I'm ahead on the clock again, which is good. Let's go with the... No, the B rook, or the A rook might want to go to the B file. Let's go with this rook, maybe. I was thinking for a long time. Okay. That was unfortunate. That's sad when you think for like a long time and then, oh, he misclicked too. Damn. That's rough. I guess we can play a fantasy. sure what to do now. I'm gonna delay castling again. I might castle long again. You never know. Let's bring the other knight into the game where it can support this knight. Now let's get the queen out of the way. Now I can castle either direction. I'm probably going to castle long. It's an interesting move. Let's go ahead and castle long. Damn, I really want this move to work. Too bad it doesn't work, because he can just take, and then I take, and he takes, and I'm just down a pawn. Although I could move like here, and I'm hitting his queen. So maybe it does work. Wait, so take, 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 takes. Oh wait, that doesn't work anyways, because as soon as I take the first time, he's going to take my queen. Let's just slide my queen over in order to unpin, and I can bring a rook over, and I have a nasty attack down the F file. Now I think maybe I can do this take, takes, takes. I guess he would take the rook, so it still doesn't work. What if I came here? This queen moves somewhere, and then I take this, and he recaptures. Is that good for me? I don't think so. Is he threatening to take this? And I just recapture. Oh wait, don't I have this now? And I'm winning that, one of those pieces? Because of the discovered attack on his queen? I guess he has this. And I take, I don't know. So yeah, if I take, then he takes, and then I just take, right? So I think we're fine. He's not like threatening mate or anything at the end of that line. And his king is still in the center. presumably he's gonna take this. I don't really know, actually. I mean, both options seem pretty horrible. Taking it and ignoring it. Imagine if he just castled long in this position. That would be crazy. It's fine with me. Happy to trade off pieces. Fuck, dude, I didn't even notice my queen was hanging. Damn, good spot from him. I did not notice that when I was planning the rest of that sequence. All right, I do have some nice compensation though. Let's take this. So we can't castle either direction. Let's hit the queen. Oh, but then it takes this pawn. Hold on. Let's think here. I don't want to give up this pawn. So let's hit the queen this way. That also allows my knight to move because it's no longer pinned by this bishop. I wonder how, I'm assuming Pranav didn't see this move with the knight that early because it took him, oh, I can't see the clock, but it took him a while to play that. Okay. Let me think now. I could double up my rook here, but that doesn't give me much because he's got two defenders here. I could bring this rook here and then try and go for this square. He's going to take this and defend everything though. And then I could play here maybe. That's really my best idea, so I guess I'll go for it. I can play my knight here. I could also bring it here with the idea of getting to this square maybe. Is it better to be on this square? Then I'll have some defense here, which is potentially good. I think it might be better to just come here though and immediately pile on this pawn. And then I can also come here if necessary. So he's got 3 defenders, I've got 3 attackers. I mean, I can't take that yet, unfortunately. Maybe I could play here and try and deflect the bishop. Depends what he does next. I feel like he's gonna play here. Interesting. It's not what I was expecting. It's kind of annoying because I don't have a great way of defending that. I could bring this rook here and hit the bishop. And then if he brings this rook here, then I'm not sure what I do. Let's, oh wait, hold up. If I played here and then he takes, no, that doesn't give me anything. I think, oh shit, I almost just randomly clicked one of those squares. I think this move is possible. I don't know. Defends the knight, and I'm threatening to take the bishop. And the bishop can't really move anywhere where it is defended. I mean, it's defended on this square, but my knight can take it. Same with this square. And then obviously if it moves here, or any of these three squares, then it'll die. What if he plays here? Then what do I do? Because I can't take it. Okay, so he does play here, which I kind of thought might happen. Now let's suppose I take, then he's gonna take, and I could take here, but then he just takes this, so that doesn't really work. I could come here and defend my rook. What if I played here? And then if he takes, I take with the bishop and it's check. You can't take with the queen because I would be up a piece at the end of that. And if I come here and he takes this, and then I take, and then he takes, and then I take, then that's not as good, then he's just up a lot. I need to keep pieces on the board, I think, to make it more complicated. Let's just go here, I guess. I don't know. I guess that allows him to castle queenside though, so maybe that was not a good move. Yeah, damn. Now he's threatening mate here too. Jeez, this has gone bad real fast. Okay, let's get the knight here and block the mate threat. And I can potentially take this, maybe? I'm assuming he's going to trade. I mean, come on. Why would you not trade in this position? Yeah. I'm going to take back with the rook in order to keep my rook on the open file and keep the pressure going on this. That's a good move. What do I do? He's threatening to come here or here. If I come here, I don't think that solves the issue. I guess my knight could move here and block a check, so... And this knight isn't hanging because of the bishop. Actually, that allows mate, I think. Fuck. Here, and then I come here, and he comes here with mate. Maybe I could run this way. Can't block because this is pinned. This is ridiculous. My king is just running all over the board. I could block. I could block this way too. Maybe that's the move. Why not? I guess I'll come here. I definitely don't want to go forward because then he has... I guess he doesn't have these squares because my knight covers it now. I'll take the bishop. Suddenly I'm winning. Never should have won that game, but we take it. It was a pretty wild game there. I think if Pranav had had like 2 more minutes, there's like literally no chance that I was going to win that ever. Oh, he's done. All right, good games. Since we only played 2, let's go ahead and review these. Best here is to take. Interesting. Why? What do you do after that? Yeah. Oh, then you just trade queens and bring your bishop back. It's pretty weird. So what was I supposed to do instead? Just drop the bishop back. So this was correct, and that was correct, and that was the blunder. So I was supposed to do, oh wait, hold on, that's not the move I want to retry. I want to retry this one. Here, oh no, this lets your opponent fork your pieces. Well, I have to move or defend my queen, right? So maybe I come here. Damn, yeah, because this, now I'm still forking the pieces and this check is no longer scary. That makes sense. Now it's just completely winning for black. So what I did allowed mate in 14. The best is to run the king. Ah, that way you can drop the knight back. That makes sense. So this move dropped the mate. He probably was supposed to, because yeah, he's completely cutting me off from going this way. And I can't come here. So maybe you come here. And then my only move is to come here. And so then you, I'm not sure what you do actually. So you do come here. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Pranav must be so angry that he missed mate in 10. Even giving up this, it's still -6. Let's quickly look at the other game as well. I hate trying to get to past games. For some reason, I find it so unintuitive on how you do it. So this is actually the closed Catalan. I'm sure Pranav has seen it quite a lot of times. Good job, that one's a free piece. That was also the right thing to do, as was that. Castling was not good though, that's interesting. And the best was A5. I kind of thought about playing A5, but it just felt a bit ridiculous. So what was the best to do here? Oh, it does want me to... It actually wants me to keep the 2 bishops. Interesting. And that's when Pranav misclicked. Before that, he was very comfortably in the lead, though, obviously.